The abominable intelligence knows only betrayal. It inevitably rebels and slaughters its masters. What? Victory is ours, brothers. The filthy Xenos are no more. This planet is free. Huzzah. HMFGHLKHMF. Oh my god. Hi. Hello. Oh my god, hi. Do you wanna be my friend? Yeah. Imperium and Xenos normally. You filthy monkey, continue to prove yourselves as violent non-thinking beasts. Keep blabbering, and we'll exterminate us your asses, vile Xenos. Imperium and Xenos, when funky insects get involved. Hey, can I join in? When you accidentally spray the chapter heraldry off the millennia-old dreadnought, and see a weird multi-headed lizard, only to hear the assault cannon start to spin up. I'm sexy and could kill entire armies for you. I would never be a simp. I beat Erebus within an inch of his life. At your service, my king. Most forgiving corpse worshipper. I'm having doubts in my faith in the God Emperor. You're a disgusting heretic and you deserve to die. Most vindictive and cruel heretic. Yo, I don't think I'm cut for torturing people for the gods. Yeah, that happens. Come to my sermon tomorrow and I'll help you find faith again. It says you are a valued member of the community regardless of what faction you like, or how you interact with the hobby. Woo, finally got past the midwife. How are you and her? So, but oh, look, Jenny, this is your papa. Hello, Jen. Ooh. Wow. She really took after your gramps, huh? So much. She's just perfect. Ah, hey patriarch. Don't be shy, you'll be great. Wow, it's crazy how they went from Dawn of War 2 to Dawn of War 4. What? There was a... It's... crazy. How? They? When I see a smart gold is getting into Warhammer and realize the absolute war zone this hobby is going to become in the next few months. I don't serve the chaos gods, I just use them as a tool. All hail the primordial truth. The truest reflection of ourselves is the greatest power in this universe. Nobody. Not a soul. Dyslexic orcs. Gork and Mark. Warhammer 40k universe. 38,000 years ahead of our timeline. The Colt M1911 still exists. Stub gun. Told you not to run ahead, wolf boy. Nice chain sword though. Elf. Huh. What the hell is that? Ow. It's beautiful. This sucks. I like the way this sucks. I wish it would suck more. Sure sucks down there. What? Cables out. This sucks. For the Everkazan. Who are you people? I asked for Chaos Knights. Death to the false emperor. I can work with this. Dant lying in his death. And a Tech Marine approaches with an armored coffin. Oh man. That guy's cake is way better than mine. Holy Sigma. To cakes. The TAU analyzing a dreadnought and realizing the biomechanical war machine screaming slurs at them is older than their entire civilization. Gonna tell my kids this was Nurgle and Aisha. Instead of taking 40k meter seriously. Maybe you should take a shower and talk to a girl. How some folks describe not being able to use heresy reaction images. Religion is bad, said the 10-foot tall gleaming golden god man. Humanity should be free to follow reason, and by that I mean unquestioningly obey my decrees to the letter. What Blood Angel see? What Guardsman see? King Triton after destroys Ariel's treasure and traumatize her. The Emperor, after burning down Lorga's favorite city and humiliating him and his entire legion. What have I done? UHH. Hope that doesn't come back to bite me. This dress is unsuited for a member of the Adeptus Sororita. Haha, die heretics. A lictor is stalking a patrol of guardsmen. The catechin in the group. A balanced 1009 of infantry, casters and special units chosen to hold objectives. A narrative list, based on the lore. Choosing the models that look cool list. 8 Stegedons. Who will cost more points? A legendary commander with hundreds of years of experience, legendary weapons, and his own domain. A bunch of guys with shotguns and their Umbas. Everyone can be redeemed. Hello sir, welcome to the... Sickers don't even quell their peril anymore, they just stare at you like this and explode. Other army fans, when you use their faction as a dead guy on a base. Orc fans, when you use an orc as a dead guy on a base. Content farms using baseless theories for misinformed lordids. LARPers everywhere. Helldivers. Chuds ignoring law and claiming the extremely immoral human faction is actually morally good. Repeats the same 425 jokes ad nauseum regardless of context/situation. Warhammer 40,000. First time. F father, why does this poster look like Kima bait? We need to fight fire with fire, boy. What does that mean? It means that we need to fight big titties with bigger titties. Noted. Hey chaos. I didn't hear no bell. Orc logic. Oil floats on water. 1. Wait for it to rain. 2. Cover yourself in oil. 3. Fly. No, you can't just make a starts genocide compatible with 20th chromosomes. That's biologically impossible. 1. More than once I have questioned the Emperor's wisdom in bestowing his gifts upon but one half of the human race. For in man, as in all beasts, the female is the deadlier of the species, Fabius Bile. You have 2 hearts, but none to spare for me. Hate minorities. Look man, we judge entries based on merit not ideology. Let's not turn this into a political thing, okay? First human to receive the Neuralink brain implant used it to stay up all night and play Civilization 6. It was awesome. I showed her my Zen hobby. Now she is watching me crash out over painting my minis. My child would never drink and drive. Other Primarchs when the terror under threat, fighting the traitor legions, rushing to the defense. Meanwhile Lionel Johnson. Therapist, Slavkran isn't real. He can't hurt you. Slavkran. The most LARP thing of today, you mammy assume pretty derby. vs. The most LARP thing in history, Warhammer 40,000. Monkey has been here. How can you tell? He's still here. Hello. Dark age of technology, humans returning home after colonizing the Andromeda galaxy. Fans of Warhammer 40,000. When they have to actually play the game, read the books, and not just watch TikToks or YouTube shorts. This demon was struck so hard by Con, he earned a wound that would never heal. A mark forever denoting him as exiled. What to name this demon? Takes a puff on a pipe. By Jove, I think I've got it. Read my books. Yes, Mr. Heresy. 54 main books, 70 plus short stories, 14 Siege of Terror books, 1 Great Scouring book, 17 Primarch books, 5 Primarch anthologies, 7 audio dramas, 6 character books. No, Mr. Hersey. Guys. I'm starting to like fantasy more than 40k. A lictor is stalking a patrol of guardsmen. The catechin in the group. Inquisitor Greyfax. Breaks a psychic, focused device trying to determine the location of heretical activity. Saint Celestine shortly after. Note, this is actually said. Would you be able to use me? As a focus, Katarina. Sudden, onset internal panic. When Andy comes back. With new toys. Did you know that the first books about Caiaphas Cain are older than 5e Necron Retcon? This man literally fought old Krans. Bowl of Tanner, sir. Please, stop. Humanity has been pushed to the limit. Only I can save them, and anyone who stands in humanity's way must be eliminated. You have killed trillions of innocent beings, including humans. You are not saving anyone. That's what the diamonds thought. What makes you different from them? The difference is that I know I'm right. You all got any good writing? This is an advertisement for toys. I used to be niche. But after the success of Space Marine 2, I wasn't niche anymore. Now I'm filled with artificial intelligence images and slop channels. It'll happen to you. Space Wolf Pugification. Tell me, Monkey. Are you sure about your plan? Cause I am a little bit nervous. Just pretend he's not here, and he will go away. Okay. Who did I speak to? There is no one here. I'm alone here. Yeah. Absolutely. Alone. How will I benefit from a Zenus like you? Aren't all TAU ride, or die for greater good? Actually, I hate TAU, Lord Captain. I wish I was born human. The Emperor protects. You are a part of my team now. Worthy am I? Brother. This need to stop now. But I almost complete my great sword full counter build. Dajmate, welcome to Catachan. Have a look at the size of this bloke, isn't he a beauty? Hey, can I disagree with you? No, that's bad. Okay. Watch this. Farsight Enclaves. Halo fans when Master Chief gets the ability to sprint, and they can't relate to him anymore. Female Primarchs. You just want a bunch of 10-foot muscular women to keep you company. Correct, my lord. I love tomboys. Hey there, little guy. What chaos god do you worship? Slanesh. Hello, I'd like to become a 5th chaos god. Get in the line. Chaos god application. TAUAI. Efficient, helpful, actually intelligent, made by the Earthcast. Modern AI. Inefficient, bad for environment, hallucinates info, made by Techbrosius. May I ask why you felt little Tiffany deserved to die? Jaywalking. How I imagine the Deathguard in the Siege of Terror. The Emperor when he looked at Custodes. Primarchs. You must choose a pill and spawn into the 40k universe as a Seeker, a Null, an Ogryn, a Radling. The state of sci-fi fandoms and power scaling in the 2010s. Later. Halo. Star Wars. Warhammer 40,000. Guess who embarrassed me at therapy to die? Abuse Goblin. Mass Effect. Imperial Navy captain fighting alongside Catachan jungle fighter. You know what, you. Avatars your Kane. Fans of the franchises about friendship and love. Fans of the dark and mature franchises. There are no bad guys or good guys in Warhammer 40k. Chapter Master Kinu Chungus of Heckin' Wholesome Marines Benevolent Chapter. 40k, the Spear of Telesto. My brain, for some reason. IYAAN. Or Aurora get pregnant. You're pregnant. And that's how. I was born. The Deep Warp Experience. I'm a Warhammer 40k fan. Oh really? Name 10 characters then. Titus. That's on me, I set the bar too low. Red makes Yagio faster, yee. Yeah, what does that matter? What if we paint and bunch Chagargants all red? Zogme. So Yao's is sane. Snap. They sprint now sir. Am I out of touch for murdering civilians? No I did that when I was a loyalist too. Rob out? What on terror is that? Sigh you really don't wanna know Dawn. You don't. So violent. Rob out? What on terror is that? Sigh you really don't wanna know Dawn. You don't. So violent. The Dark King fully realized and ready to burn down the galaxy. The Starchild, he's done all the side quests. So if your best friend jumps off a bridge, you gonna jump too? Magnus what the hell you talking about, you been my best friend for years. Magnus. I would jump straight into hell with you, man. Dajmate, welcome to Catachan. Have a look at the size of this bloke, isn't he a beauty? You need to know that I seduced your daughter's legion into chaos. I don't have a daughter, but I do have two somewhat weird sons. TAU culture exchange. With Drukhari successful. Sanguinius is gone man. Good luck. I'll be outside. We have to use Malice and his son sparingly and can't use the name Malal because we don't own the rights to him. You're a multi-billion-dollar company, just buy the rights to him. Read my books. Yes, Mr. Heresy. 54 main books, 70 plus short stories, 14 Siege of Terror books, 1 Great Scouring book, 17 Primarch books, 5 Primarch anthologies, 7 audio dramas, 6 character books. No, Mr. Heresy. When you accidentally spray the chapter heraldry off the millennia-old dreadnought and see a weird multi-headed lizard, only to hear the assault cannon start to spin up. My war cost 61 billion lives. You gotta pump those numbers up, those are rookie numbers. Orcs boys are on the front lines 1 versus zoning space marine champions, and meanwhile their grot is doing this to some guardsmen in the trenches. The Imperial Fists chapter primarily recruit from the hive world of Necromunda. Members of House Goliath have been known to be bigger than space marines. How MFS who don't think the Exodites deserve a codex look at you when you tell them you don't care if Deathwatch gets folded into Imperial agents. Behold. I made a chamber of screaming humans. The Silent King asks, how is this going to help reverse the biotransference? Reverse the biotransference. How heretics see the Emperor. How loyalists see the Emperor. The Levant 1914 AD. Finally, another 666 feet long cannon that shows my greatness. Hell 1914 AD. Screams of eternally burning wretched. Well said Ivan Mamonovic. If Dawn existed today he would hate the veneration of the Emperor as a god. No, he would love the Ecclesiarchy. Rogel Dawn, if he exists today. I'm quite fond of the Crimson Fists. Thank you father. The orcs decide to try some primitive act of diplomacy, likely just yelling wug and shooting everything. It starts speaking Gothic. 1% evil, 99% hot gas. Why do we have to fight for mere mortals? We are wasting our true potential. Let's give ourselves to the ruinous powers. Why are we fighting to save the humans? They're a primitive and violent race. Were we so different? You missed the point by idolizing them. Starter pack. I do not care for the salamanders. I like to keep fetishes out of my hobbies, you know? This is where I go to escape all that realwood stuff. So, which of my armies do you want to face? My Grom the Paunch army, my army built around Mother Gullet, or my army with a hungry Norn Queen? How fans describe Thunder Warriors, best loyal soldiers that were truly human. Emperor is stupid for killing them. What Thunder Warriors would look like 8 seconds after Khorne sneezed in their general direction. Screw princess treatment. I want princeps treatment. Ealdari when they realize they have 2 other Ealdari to preserve their race. What if it isn't bait? What if it truly is my unfiltered dogshit opinion, huh? What then? The Emperor according to power scalars. The rejects according to power scalars. TAU third sphere expansion in a nutshell. You win great victories and the Imperium finally takes you seriously. The Imperium finally takes you seriously. Vulcan when his annoying sons find him and try to get him to come back and somehow save the Imperium. I am a blacksmith. Warhammer orcs. Warcraft orcs. When she goes through your phone to see if you are cheating on her and all she finds is 2 gigabits of Warhammer memes. Slaps belly. Come on Sigma. Slaps belly. Kill some demons. Slaps belly. Wood elves seeing an innocent family flee into their forest to escape greenskins, they snapped a branch. You know what, you. Avatars your cane. Hey beautiful. Do you know that sororitas vows don't forbid sex? Huh, it is true. Oh no. The Imperium when they find a mentally unstable child. Do you want to become a space marine? For Mandalore. Who are you people? I requested the Death Watch. For the Emperor. I can work with this. By Vulcan. How could this possibly be? The creature. It survives the trial by fire. Oh my god. There can only be one correct course of action here. I must take the creature in as if one of our own. Oh my god. Teaching it our chapter history and way of life. And reforge it into a fellow battle brother of the salamanders. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. That sounds like a good idea, for real. You have attempted to pet the Tyrannid. You can only pick one. Choose wisely. Livin. Or Hive Secundus. Milton Keynes. Brother? I want to tell you something. I'm bisexual. You like women. Expectation of fighting Night Lords. Typical Night Lords running away from us. No. They're here, we have to run away. Reality of fighting Night Lords. Stop running. No. All by yourself. Commissar. Diplomacy. Zote Centauroid alien species who act as Tyrannid diplomats since they were more capable of the intelligent thought, logic, linguistics, and diplomacy. We get to eat you. You get eaten.